Hi, Opies. If you want to come on in and have a seat for some symbolic support, here's your ink blot made in your name and essence if you want to take a screenshot in the inspiration of July. Also, notably on the portal of 777. It has been done in
Tuesday.
sepia ink. Is it Tuesday? No, today's Friday. Don't be ridiculous. Okay. Is it Friday? Yeah, anyway. Opies, thank you as always for holding space for me to share my insights, for being my muse, and allowing me to be a guest in your aura. Gratitude galore. Right, Opies, we'll scry your ink, add on Terran Oracle, and of course the spirit box here is already kicking. For what it's worth, the name Robert came through as I was setting up. Should that mean anything to anyone? Opies, if you'd like to take a moment to close the eyes, cleansing the palette of perception, letting go of the lock of the linear. Activating the abstract mind and ancient awareness to perceive and receive symbolic support. Let's go. Ophiuchus. I think this might have even come up in your candle scry that I did. Something about Capricorn. And I'm going to see if I can flip this to show. So
It's possible.
It is possible, isn't it? Right in about here. Seeing like the goat horns, more specifically like Pan style or the devil style. But whatever that symbol means to you. But right, like, see, look at these big hooves. Okay. Opies, what do we got going on here? I'm also seeing a frog. Frog is bringing me into like luck. I feel lucky. Maybe you're working on your own devils or demons, but really it's like powerful. That's what it feels like. It feels powerful. You're like, yeah, I didn't know I had this in me, or it's about time.
You won't understand.
And I know, Opie, probably not what you're going through, because around you, even in the auric space, I know your guys' aura takes me out into the collective a whole lot. There's ink all over me. In the happenings that are happening beneath the Earth's surface and above the Earth's surface. But this feels personal. I feel like I'm in the personal energy, that I'm embodying some sort of pan...
Pleasure.
Yeah, you might even just be enjoying like devilish pleasures, you know? Like what do you do secretly that makes you feel good? You know, it's like you can watch reality shows, but you might be like this highly academia person, but you enjoy a cartoon, even something like that. But if it is what it is, whatever you know that it is. I'm seeing somebody from, in the show The Witcher, and forgive me, I don't know all the names of the characters or anything like that, but there's a guy who like sings and follows the main guy around. I feel like you have one of those. If it's not in and of yourself, a portion or an archetype of your energy around you. Feels playful. They're playing an instrument, but it's not the guitar. It's something horned. Okay, you know what that makes me feel like? Okay. Obies. It makes me feel like that horned guy, that character, maybe they're in a town and they're sent first to be like, they're coming, or whatever the case may be. They're a storyteller or a town crier or something like that. Yep. So they're wandering because of this power state you're in. This like, and I'm seeing these. I don't know if they're swords, but you know what it makes me feel like? As though others are seeing swords, but you're not actually having swords out. Okay. Swords of the mind. It just brought me into the mind. Thank you. So from this perspective, I was seeing it like if this was the head, the horns, and there's like the handles, but I don't see the sword. But they see the sword and they go running to be like, to tell the town, like, Opies, no, I don't know, whatever this power figure is. and then it switched on me. This becomes the face, and these become the temples, and they're mental blocks. So maybe they're mental swords, and now I don't think I'm on Earth anymore. Okay, so this energy, that town crier thing, is running away from you because I feel like this mental block, whether this is a person, place, or thing, corporate, creative, all those channels and endeavors, those resonances of relationships are always your own to travel, or even aspects within the self. But then here, there's a head, and then somebody's coming at you with a knife, your energy, but you've got the block up. But it's happening simultaneously. Sorry, I gotta flip it here.
Child.
Maybe they're coming at you childlike. Maybe you have a child that's being disagreeable and you're having to stand in some sort of power. Utilize your parental power. Discipline. Like even like guilt trips or something like that. Okay, so I'm just going to wander into this face here. They hold shields. This I'm gonna call it alien energy, for lack of a better term. So if you do resonate with any sort of star seed or specific star system, that's for you, and trust that. Okay, now I'm seeing the movie 300, and when they all do that thing with their shieldy things, and even though there's only 300 of them, that's what this makes me feel like, Opie, is that you are like the 300. But it's almost like mental and physical, or mental, but some people think they see it physically happening. But really, I just see it like a block. I don't actually see the sword out, but they perceive it like, okay. There's an emblem on these shieldy things. It's in a language I don't know. Yeah, it's in a language I don't know. But there's something about a fish and a frog. So whatever those symbols might mean to you. Okay, thank you. Overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. A fish and a frog. The water. They share emerald green. Something about glasses. It's like being underwater, and then I open my eyes underwater. Oh, I got so much ink all over me.
Have we met?
I don't know. Have we met? Possibly. It's like more atmospheres. Sorry, thank you if I kind of wandered out there. It's like more atmospheres. Now, like the maybe Opie collective that's working primarily with water, frogs and fishes, and then the frogs bring me also up into the land, being able to cross, and that brings me into like the Capricorn feeling, the sea goat, or working with that energy. The pan of this presence, but there also could be like okay, so the presence of Pan, I can't remember Pan's labyrinth exactly, but I'm just going to go with what I'm being led to lean into. The presence of Pan isn't necessarily good, bad, or ugly, but it's almost as if your energy might be working towards, there's something about children. I feel like you always have something about children. Maybe I'm making that up. Something about children in your readings. But I think it's collective children. Of course, it could be your own. But it does take me out to the collective when I think about these children. And like Pan, not sure if it's true in the movie or in the lore. It's not the point. They're lured away. And you come in as like a bigger Pan or a bigger devil. Or maybe you're in disguise. Your energy goes in disguise to ward off
Am I dead?
You're just existing in a different density. Dead is one word for it. Yes. So it's like you free the children, they can run off, but then these other energies come and attack you. But it's about the children. And there's something about the mind of your temples. This mental block. Oops, excuse me. Sorry. This mental block of, like, they throw things. I don't know, Opis, if you're feeling that amongst your collective. And if I also recall, which is funny, I don't really remember a whole lot from things. But for some reason in yours, I do, or it steps forward very clearly. There's something about like cleansing, maybe. Like cleansing. Because either you recently, individually, in your personal life, interconnectedly, on a collective level, so you've been through something. Coming into early July. And of course, we'll flip this for later on in July.
Talk with me.
You're welcome to talk over here with us if you'd like to add any inspirations to the Ophiuchus collective. Okay, sorry. I'm going to start adding on Tarot and Oracle, and like, share, subscribe. Thank you. All right. So I'm also seeing the Egyptian eye and an alligator. Somebody's driving this alligator. It looks like a submarine. Overwhelming plenty. Frogs and fishes. I feel like you bring luck. I feel like you bring luck in where you are.
Stop recording.
Unfortunately not, love, but thank you. No, we're going over there. You bring luck to certain energies, and then you bring like swimming with the fishes energies to others, like they're caught. What is this Egyptian eye? The chariot. Yeah, that's that alligator. You know, like
Danger.
Again, it's like this predatory feeling. I don't know if the lighting will let that come through or not. Huh. 9 of Wands. Sorry, give me one moment here. Because it's also like a lizard or reptilian reptile. 6 of Wands is on the bottom. Sorry if that doesn't come through. You see like how all their the hands are here and these people are playing like, but then you come in. This feels like this is what I'm seeing you walk into in whatever regards to context this is in. When the cat's away, the mice will play, something along that lines. And please,
where are you?
Please drive it into your personal life or the collective, how it feels. But it feels like when someone's head's not there or somebody's presence not there, maybe it's your own Opis, or they think you're not there, but you are. But you are. It's like you have somebody else working for you. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying, Opis? It's like if the boss is away, but human resources is still there. Like you still have a set of eyes on things. And it's like, watch. I feel when I'm looking at this card, and if you know me, I follow the artistry first versus the meaning. But if 9 of Cups and 6 of Wands means anything to you, please follow that. Okay, so it's an opportunity, but you do. Opis for some reason deal with some dangerous stuff, alligators and whatnot. I feel like that's really what you do on a collective level. Anyway, sorry, Opis, your reading takes me into interesting areas, and I appreciate it. Your presence, when I was talking about that pen, I will get to you in a second. The good pen, the good devil, the Capricorn energy, the whatever you, the devil archetype. You don't even have to resonate with any of those things. It is this 9 of Cups. It is large and in charge. This is what I feel like when I'm, I kind of feel like I'm like in a weird way, like moving into a person's energy to feel this energy for a second, to understand it on a personal level. So thank you to whoever that is. So 9 of Cups in your position, please know, I feel like it's bigger. It's bigger. Some sort of power play. There's a power up, something along that lines. But that's not to say you haven't had to go through some stuff to get there. With the, what do we have here? Today. 9 of Wands and 10 of Coins. You've earned this. And you're moving on to something else. Okay. On a personal level. In the infusion of, thank you to the Opie that allowed me to kind of infuse in. On a personal level, you powered up. Shields up. You defended what you want. Even if it's within your own psychology, if you're going through something that was highly emotional and you're like, you know what, I need to like, there's a flood of something, and now you're like, it pushed a bunch of things out. Like if like I'm seeing, I think it's practical magic, and something about like all these bullfrogs or something like that coming in. Could absolutely be making it up. So anyway, all these bullfrogs coming in, but that's a sign. And it's like somehow you have flooded out all of these other people, energies even in your life, to clear up. And actually by doing that was a power move, even within the self, even if you didn't outwardly do anything, because I don't see the swords out. It was there. Okay, thank you. And by doing that, okay, sorry, Opie's, give me 1 second. Okay, what is that? I drink alone. And nobody else. I drink alone.
Come inside.
Is it Tom, Sir? Oh my goodness, my linear mind doesn't. Tom Thorogood or something like that. I drink alone. Okay, well, hopefully you're not drinking alone out of sadness or sorrow, but there's something about that aloneness. It's like revamping, restructuring a company, or maybe you've bought a company, something along that lines, and you have to flush everyone out and kind of start from the get-go. 9 of Wands, 6 of Wands, because there's some trickery afoot, there's some playfulness, and I don't feel like it's your jam when it comes to this. So I feel like you've asked people to move on as well. George, yeah, okay. I think I actually have the CD as well. I know I do. So like there's people playing, and you're like, okay, this isn't going to help me reach this point. I keep hearing like kingpin point. But by doing that, you actually did it. And then I come into the 10 of Coins, and now I'm back in the overflow, and I'm feeling like I'm at like Las Vegas or something, and it's just,
Am I a ghost?
Yes, love, you absolutely are, and that's beautiful. It's like majestic, like, oh my goodness, like this building is made of this, and there's water coming out here, and now it feels like I'm really enjoying it. 10 of Coins, kingpinned up by flushing out these people, places or things, of course. You might have had some distractions along the way. Or you had to distract others. I got to come back to your ink blot. Hold on. Okay, so now I'm seeing it like the game of Risk, but in the mind. And as these energies were like coming in to charge at you for one reason or another, it's like the Chariot in reverse. Externally, the chariots are coming at you. And then there's chariots running away from you.
Bring it to me.
There's a 4-leaf clover in your eye. Mm-hmm. Oh, where was I going with that? Opie, sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but I was seeing something and I really wanted to close out in that area. I know I was talking about the Chariot. Oh, some trickery. So again, with that whole game of Risk, and it's like maybe you had things set up over here. Like I don't know if there's like some thievery going on, or again, like in this collective energy of the children, you're able to place things to find something out, or for them to become, I don't, docile is the word that comes through, but I feel like there's a different word in the way I'm seeing it. Okay, so it's like the track that they would run on by getting this piece of information. You could predict it, right? And then you could do something else because you had led them into a space of prediction, and it worked out. Does that make sense, Opies? It doesn't need to always make sense up here, but hopefully the symbology is speaking through if you can piece it together.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so before I start adding, see up here. So these guys are reminding me of, if this will come through, in your 9 of Cups with all your apples, overflowing with apples, and whatever apple symbology may mean to you. Okay, will he come through? Come on, come on. Down here in this corner. There he is, right there. See him? That's what it reminds me of. They're also in your 10 of Coins. So it's like, you know when they like upgrade technology or security systems, this, that, or the other, which is great. But then criminals, for lack of a better term, whether this is consciousness kind of criminals or, cryptic creepies, whatever the case may be, they also upgrade, right? So, and I feel like you have a knowing for that. Somebody really might be in security. I feel like I'm seeing somebody work for security in Las Vegas or something, maybe Atlantic City or other places in the world that I have no idea about that have that kind of festival/adult playground feel, where it would almost like be easy for that kind of stuff to happen. Both luck and non-luck on either side. Strength, turmoil, upheaval, and harmony. Bring these up for you. But also something about security, but
Healing.
Also spiritual security. But you definitely healed something up because you're in a power position. You rose. This is what I was talking about with like that 300 feel. You knew where to go. The people. You knew who had to go, but it's like you're not going to do things willy-nilly. You needed to know for sure in case anyone's going for, so your trail is covered, protected.
Blood.
And this upheaval, yeah, there could have been some bloodshed, symbolic bloodshed. This upheaval brought you into rise, into this whole creature stepping forward. But then it's also brought you into a state of harmony. And I'm going to say the winner, but I don't think that's the right word. The victor in the situation. And
Why
it's like
are you here?
you can come back peacefully because you've dealt with some sort of devil. Now, when I go to that collectively and I think about like the children underground and working with this, because there's a chance in your collective, you've done a significant part of your work that was victorious in regards to maybe just the souls of the children. exposing, and maybe it'll drip out into the tangible in different times and places, but I feel like your energies was a really, really big part of that. Sorry, I keep seeing like this reptilian eye right there. And like there's the alligator. All right, Obies, I'm going to let you go. Thank you so much for your time. If you'd like a personal, the link is below. Thank you to all those who like, share, subscribe. You help keep the ink flowing and intuition growing. And until next time.